Hello everyone, I am Nitin BA. I am currently pursuing MBA at Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bangalore. Today I will explain about a least cost method in our organization research. Introduction to least cost method. The least cost method is a transportation technique used to minimize the total cost of transporting goods from various sources to different destinations. It is the least cost method. Next, we will move on the assumptions of a least cost method. First one availability, second one demand, and third one cost, fourth one linearity. First one availability. The total supply at the all source of must equal to excess the total demand at all destinations. Second one demand. The total demand at all destinations must equal to exceed the total supply at all sources. Cost. The transportation cost per unit from each source to each destination is known and fixed. Literal linearity. The cost function is linear, meaning that the total cost of directly proportional to the amount of goods transportation. It is a cost of it's the cost least cost method assumptions. Next we will move on the objective of least cost method. The objective of a least cost method is to find optimal transportation plan that minimize the overall transportation cost while satisfying the supply and demand constraints. Minimize cost and efficient allocation. Minimize cost. The primary goal is to reduce the total transportation expensive incurred. Efficient allocation. Allocate goods from a source to destinations in a way that optimizes resource utilization. Safety constraints. Ensure that the transportation plan meets the supply and demand requirements to each source and destinations. It is a satisfy constraints. Next, we will move on the formulating the least cost problem. The least cost method problem is formulating a linear programming problem with objective function and constraints. Objective function minimize the total transportation cost and constraints. Supply constraints total units shipped from each source cannot exceed its supply. Demand constraints total units received at each destination cannot exceed in demand. Non-negativity constraints all transportation quantities must be non-negative. The process of least cost method, first one objective function and constraints and the demand constraints, and last fourth step is non-negativity. It shows the constraints all transport quantities must be non-negative. Next, we will move on the constructing the transportation table. A transportation table is constructed to represent the problem visual sources. The rows of the table represent the source of supply and destinations. The columns of the table represents the destinations of demand costs. Each cell in the table represents the unit cost of transporting goods from a specific source of a specific destination. Next, we will move on the applying the least cost method like steps. The least cost method involves selecting the cell with the lowest transportation cost and allocating as many units as possible to that cell. Step 1, identify the cell with the lowest cost in the transportation table like a transportation problem. First one, we will identify the least numbers in the problem. Second one, step 2, allocate the maximum possible units to this cell considering supply and demand constraints. Allocate the maximum possible units in the problem to construct. Step 3, repeated step 1 and step 2 until all supply and demand constraints are satisfied. It means repeat the identify cells and construction maximum to repeat to the satisfy the transportation problem. Next, we will for optimizing the solution. The initial solution obtained using the least cost method may be not be optimal. Interactive approach and checking optimality. adjusting allocation. Utilize technique. First one, iterative approach. Utility techniques like the stepping stone method or the modified distribution method of further optimize the solution. Next, checking optimality. Verify the solution is optimal by evaluating the opportunity costs associated with each cell. Next, adjusting allocation. Adjust the allocation of units in the transportation table until the opportunity cost are non-negative. This is the optimizing the solutions. Next, we will move on the conclusion and takeaways. The least cost method is a simple and efficient technique for solving transportation problem. Cost minimizing, and second one, practical applications, and for third one, basic for optimization. First one, cost minimization. It helps the find the most economical way to the transportation of goods. Next, second one, the practical application. It's used to various industries like logistics and supply chain management and distributions departments. Also to practical applications will use in the companies or industries, any of the industries. Next one, basic of optimization. It provides a foundation of further optimization using more advantage techniques like advantage techniques to use and improve the company or industries. This is the conclusions. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.